Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and it's time to continue looking at what's sold this weekend. Okay, if you saw the previous What's Sold, you saw what we sent out the door from, I guess it was Thursday night through about lunchtime on Saturday. The rest of Saturday, pretty quiet. I started to actually wonder by the evening, why were we seeing it so quiet? So I got into the store, looked at it, and turned out the sale that I was running ended over the weekend. And so, you know what? That's what happened. So I put the sale back on, and we've started to pick up sales again. So I just continue to run sort of a continuous sale of one kind or another in the store, and that really seems to work. People like getting a deal. So the sales are back on, and so now it's time to go through them. So let me show you what we sold through the rest of the weekend. First up, we mentioned it in the last one. They hadn't paid for it by the time I filmed the video, but I put a note on the end that they had by the time I finished editing it. But we might as well show it because I've got a packet. This Australia, it's a full zip, really soft, really cool full zip sweatshirt, I guess. It's like an Australia soccer jersey look to it. So took an offer of $20 shipped on this. I had it up for $29.99, something like that, but you know what, it's been sitting in the store a long time, hadn't had a whole lot of interest on it, so just assume move it out. So that one, $20 shipped, it's out the door. How about this for a big sale? Tiger Woods for the PSP. This one's been sitting around since the summer, part of a bulk. You know, I got a whole bunch of video games. This one of the very lesser desirable items in there. That's not worth much at all. I sold this for $5.66, free shipping. Okay, and this guy's been sitting in the store for a long time too. We're finally starting to move out some old inventory, which is cool. I don't know. This is Sanrio. It's the same company that makes Hello Kitty. That's what they're most famous for, I suppose. This is from I believe it was 91, and I don't know. It's Karapi. I don't know, but when you see it, you recognize the style because it looks like the Hello Kitty style, right? So this is what we've got. It's just a glass. It's a drinking glass. Pretty rare. There's not many of them around because who's going to have a glass from 30 years ago? In fantastic shape. I bought it. It's not on there anymore. I already cleaned it off. Is it a local thrift? These typically are like 50 cents at the thrift store. So bought this, and it's been sitting around. I had it priced higher just because it was rare. I've slowly been dropping the price, and it finally went out for $22.41. Not bad for a little 50-cent pickup. Took a while, but that's okay. It just sits up there on the shelf with my other mugs. Living the mug life. This one sold just as I was getting ready to hit the record button. I don't understand. These sat for months and months. I got them before Christmas, thinking they would be a Christmas gift for a lot of people. None of them sold. And now within the last week and a half, we've sold 3 of them. Crash Bandicoot, picked him up $5 at GameStop on a clearance. Sold for $19.90 plus shipping. So not a huge profit, but you know what? They're paying shipping. And it was a quantity listing, so very easy to list. This drops right into a 12x6 box and ships for first class rate. So it's a very easy thing to do, and I'm glad for whatever reason these things are finally moving. And now we've got a viewer sale, which is really cool. I sent out offers this morning. I've started to make it a habit to send out offers on pretty much anything of about 5% off. Sometimes I look at what the 5% off price is, and if it still looks a little too high for kind of incentivizing a buy, I'll bump it to 6 or 7%, something like that. Sent out an offer this morning on a couple of things. One of them was this ornament. This is the Gone with the Wind Hallmark Keepsake ornament from that big ornament buy that we picked up about a week ago, something like that. And this is a really cool Gone with the Wind. It's the magic sound. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. It's got sound to it, and sent out an offer for this, and got a message back from a watcher and said, you know what, I'm a watcher on your YouTube channel. I just was watching these because I thought they were cool, and so don't worry about it. You know, don't. He actually had sent back an offer of $1 and said, please do not accept this offer. Just that way he could send me a message, which I thought was really cool. And I said, hey, you know what? It's not a problem. I sure appreciate it. He came back and said, actually, my daughter-in-law would like this, and offered $20. This was listed about 25 bucks, something like that. And I thought, you know what, for a watcher, I'm very happy to make you guys deals. So I thought, you know what, for a watcher, and it's going to a daughter-in-law with a daughter named Scarlett. Obviously, huge Gone with the Wind fans. This belongs in a relative of a viewer's house. Certainly belongs with a Scarlett. So I sent back an offer of 10 bucks. And he accepted. So this going out for 10 bucks, and really, really cool. Turns out he was watching another item as well, and so came back and purchased that. This is the just a t-shirt. It's the Griswold Family Vacation, Family Christmas. What am I trying to say? Griswold Family Christmas, National Lampoon's Vacation. That's where that was coming from. This is one of the greatest Christmas movies known to mankind, right there with Die Hard, Gremlins, Edward Scissorhands. You know the list. This is fantastic. I love this movie, and really cool t-shirt. And so $9.99 for the t-shirt, that going out as well. I'm gonna put up the store for our buyer over here, R.I.P. Jax, Rip Jax, R.I.P. Jax. I'm not sure. Tell me, send me a comment. Let me know how I'm supposed to pronounce this. But go check out the store. I'm going to go back in and look. I've cruised through, and there's some cool stuff in there. There's not a lot of stuff, but there's some cool stuff. There's some masks that I actually am eyeballing, and some coffee. So I may go back and do some shopping here in a little bit, but very cool store. Go check it out, and thank you so much for the purchase. And we sold some more film cells, some animation cells. This one from the old Flash Gordon. This is Dale Arden. It's hard to get at an angle where the light doesn't hit it, and then I'm looking through. But this is Dale Arden from the old, you can see it there, I think, the old Flash Gordon cartoon. Very, very cool. This sold for $19.99 plus shipping, and then the same buyer bought another one. Let me show you that one. Okay, and this one is really cool. I wish it was bigger, but I still think it's a cool deal. It's from He-Man, the old Masters of the Universe cartoon, and this is Locus. I don't know if I can get him on there. There we go. This one of the, of course, one of the bad guys, right? One of the villains. And I like the villains. They're kind of one-offs, and you never know. A lot of them are only in one episode. So if you like that particular character, it was only on one. This is a one-of-one cell. There are no others like this, and he was only in one episode, which makes it even more rare. So this one going out as well, again, to the same buyer. This one was $29.95. So they paid for shipping on both of them. I think I had them set at like 8 or 9 ounces a piece, because that's what it is once it's bundled up and packaged and protected. But I'm going to refund some of the shipping on that, because I'll be able to combine shipping on these. And then we've got another one. This actually came in as I was shooting that. Had to find out what we sold. This is a rookie card, Brian Lewerke. He was undrafted, but just picked up by the Patriots. So the post-Tom Brady era, they've picked up another quarterback. This is a signed rookie card. So this going out, not a big sale, $7.99, free shipping. But again, you know, obviously it doesn't weigh anything. So we'll make a couple bucks off of this guy. The Christmas ornaments continue. Remember the penguin? The very expensive, hard to find penguin? God, he is hard to get to show up on there. I sent out an offer. I have it at like $72 or something pretty silly. Picked up a watcher, and this morning sent out an offer of a ridiculously good price in terms of at least what else is out there for $60, and they accepted. So $60 plus shipping. This is going out, and they actually we've been talking back and forth on messages before they purchased. She asked, do you send out the ornaments in boxes? And I said yes, just like I do with hats, just like anything that's collectible. You want to put it in a box, because you want those people to have their purchase, their investment, the thing that they love, protected. Very easy to wrap this in a little bubble and throw it in a box. So yeah, told her we do it in boxes. And remember the ones that I said don't get the other ones in this line, the saxophone, the guitar? She says, do you have those too? I didn't pick those up, but there was a stack of them at Hallmark. There were more of one than the other. I don't remember which one. I'm going to guess they're still there. So I'm going to go back tomorrow and pick up one of each. And I told her, you know what, I don't on hand, but let me check. I might be able to get my hands on them, and I'll let you know. So I'm going to run back to the Hallmark store tomorrow after I get off work and pick up one of each of those, hopefully, if they're there. And she said she was interested and depended on the price. So I'm getting them for $1 a piece. So I'm sure we can make another sale off of that and make yet more money off of Christmas ornaments in April. Keep an eye out for these things, guys. These things are gold.
That's gold, Jerry. Gold!
Before we call it a night, something may come in overnight, and I'll see if we can't tack that on before this gets uploaded. I'm anticipating sometime on Monday afternoon. This is a Coach wristlet, I guess is what you call it. I got this in a Shop Goodwill lot, and I got a bunch of Coach purses, a couple of them. Most of them need some spot cleaning, and I just haven't done that yet, but there were two of these small little wristlets, this one and then a brown one, brown. It's like brown and pink, I guess. Those two were clean, ready to list, and so I listed those two. They've picked up watchers already. This one, somebody sent me an offer for $10. I had it up for $14.99, so I countered at $12, and they took it. So $12 free shipping. This is going to be a 3-ounce ship, so we make a little bit of money on that. And then this, a really nice sale to end the day. This I picked up a couple months ago, I suppose, at our local thrift. This is a handmade out of an old, Navajo blanket, hippie, serape, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to just hold it up in front of my face because I'm close here and you can't see it. This is just a vest. It's a sleeveless vest. You know what? There you go. That's what this is. It's a little small for me. It's a little snug, but handmade. It's got some pockets down here, which are really cool. This is really, really neat. I paid, I believe this was $1.50. I hardly paid anything for it. And this sold for $59.99 plus priority shipping. So if you see something like this, definitely pick it up. This was a fantastic sale. I'm really excited about this to end the night, at least to this point. So those are the sales that we've got for you guys. I got to pack these things up and then get them in my IKEA bag so they're ready to go in the morning. Like I said, if anything pops in, otherwise I will let you know. But if not, this is itchy. It doesn't matter. They wanted it. Okay, guys, I am headed over to the post office to drop off the weekend packages. We did end up with one more sale late last night. I had a t-shirt up, vintage t-shirt. You can see it over here. Vintage t-shirt up for $19.99 plus shipping. It's been sitting around for a while. I wanted to get a little more out of it, but guy sent me an offer of $12. And I decided, you know what, that's good enough. So I took that. Sometimes those lower offers really are good enough, and so that's why I don't have a limit, the minimum amount set on there. I don't have that set because lower is good enough someday. So $12 plus shipping. This is out the door. In all, we've finished selling 19 items over the weekend in 17 packages, a couple of those combined orders, so I'm really, really excited about that. I'm hoping to get this posted up today on Monday. I don't know if it's going to happen because I've got to drop these off, and then I've got to go over to the Hallmark store, as we talked about earlier. So I've got to do that. I've got to go to Goodwill. Our Goodwill's opened up again, starting today here about 3 hours ago. Ours opened up, so I'm going to go in and see what's left after the place probably got ransacked after being closed for so long. So I got to go do that. Got to stop at Starbucks, get some caffeine on the way home for myself and Mountain Mama. We got a lot going on, but right now I'm going to go in there, drop my stuff off at the post office. Guys, thanks for tuning in today. I sure appreciate it. And if this gets uploaded in time, tune in tonight for Joey Bada Bing. If it doesn't, well, it's going to be recorded. It's going to be on the channel. Check out that interview. I think it's going to be really good. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time.